Fred Oniye, Captain, thank you so much for joining me at this time.
Thank you very much. I'm happy to be here today.
Yeah, there were lots of concern raised by seafarers and from some of the speakers. Now, one of them include the fact that after getting training certification from Nigeria, you cannot work. And even some, indigenous ship owners still cannot employ the seafarers. Why do you think this is happening?
The reason why they cannot work is because the foreigners are already taking over their job. And secondly, if the indigenous ship owners are not employing them, they need the Ministry of Transport to enforce that on them. I don't see the reason why you cannot employ Nigerian trained and certified cadet when you are an indigenous ship owner in Nigeria. So we have laws. All we don't need to enforce the law is the Cabotage Act, and the fourth pillar of Cabotage Act is ship must be built in Nigeria, manned by Nigeria, owned by Nigeria, and crewed by Nigeria. So you don't have any excuse for not obeying the law. This country, Nigerian ship has the capacity to sail it because our license give them the ability to sail any capacity of ship within the Nigerian water. So the reason why they cannot work is because foreigners are taking over their job. And we need to enforce the Cabotage Act. That is all we need.
Now, Captain, I agree with what you've just said, but you and I know that what you are saying is not the reality because we have lots of cadets right now who have this certification, they're documented. It lasts for just 5 years. After spending lots of money, go through this training, 5 years later, no job, and they have to go back to school.
What I'm telling you is reality. When you get to that water, you will see ships that are dominated by foreigners. And the excuse is Nigerian certificate cannot work on board foreign ships that is working within the Nigerian water.
Why is this?
This shows that even the master themselves don't understand the certificate they are issuing. Because that certificate, what they are issuing, it means they can captain any capacity of ships within the Nigerian water. That's what that certificate means. So when they are giving foreigners waiver to come into Nigerian water and do the job that belongs to Nigeria, you are tactically telling the world that Nigerian seafarers are not competent enough, and that is a lie. I must be sincere with you. Another definition for waiver is there's no Nigerians that can do the job, and there are thousands of Nigerians who can do the job. Don't let anybody dismiss us with English. But why are you giving foreigner waiver when we have Nigerians that can do the job? Am I making sense? So this is just the reality. Foreigners leave our job for us. Nigerians want to work now.
Now, let's talk about NIMASA for a bit. NIMASA is supposed to be a regulator that's supposed to protect the interests of seafarers. Can you say this has been really exhibited or done by NIMASA?
Can I be sincere with you? And I'm challenging anybody for an open debate. If anybody want to take me to court, I'm ready. Like NIMASA body language that shows that they cannot solve this problem. We've taken so many problems to NIMASA, and they are not solving it. It shows that some of this NIMASA staff has hand in what the foreign ship are doing in Nigerian water. And I was saying with you, I know 2 or 3 Nigerians, these NIMASA staffs who are ship owners, but they use other individuals to fund. So when you take seafarers' problem to NIMASA, is that you are reporting to the owner of the ship himself. So don't expect such problems. Some of them are even agents of this ship, but they use another individual to fund. So when you are taking seafarers' problem to the agent of the ship, you think the problem will solve. NIMASA body language has shown that they cannot solve seafarer problem, whereas they are supposed to be the regulator according to law. Let me be sincere with you. I am praying for this woman now, Gbemi Saraki. She has a good intention for seafarers, but this industry does not love good people. And my prayer is that she don't witch hunt her. I must be sincere with you, because this industry you need to trade with care. And that is the truth. Maritime industry has one of the strongest cabal that we need to be tactical in our approach. Gbemi Saraki has good intention for seafarer and is ready to go. He's ready to go. He's ready for the job. But you think the system and the bad eggs in the maritime will allow us to work? And I was the same as a certified PhD holder in intelligence. I already know that there are some cook things that they are going to launch against her very soon. That is just the truth. That is the truth. When you fight corruption in this industry, corruption will fight you back. That is the same thing they did to us, what's that name? Adiza. Because of the secure anchorage contract. So you need to understand that we believe in an industry where some people believe they can they can violate the law and nothing will happen to them. What we are establishing today is Nigerian seafarers solving their home problem. NIMASA is a stakeholder, seafarers is a stakeholder. In fact, we are more important than NIMASA in this country. Seafarers are more important than NPA. Seafarers are more important than the Shippers Council. In fact, seafarers is more important than NIMASA DG. You want to know that? Seafarers are essential worker, NIMASA is not an essential worker. If without us, NIMASA can't generate anything. What is essential worker? Something you cannot do without. What do you take seafarers for? Do you think seafarers are just hoodlums or they are just local taps? I'm sorry you saw them today. So many of them are PhD holders who are sound, vast when it comes to knowledge of maritime. So when we are talking about seafarers, they are high-profile personalities that have been celebrated globally. Some of them might decide not to sail in this country. Why? Because I think what we carry in our hand is beyond what Nigeria can offer us. But we still have to look back and see what we can give back to this society and see how we can help the upcoming generation. We want to see how we can bridge the gap between the older generation, our own generation, and the generation coming behind us. We want to transfer knowledge for free to them and see how that problem can be solved. The master is a stakeholder, we are stakeholders. This thing we have done today, we will relate it with the presidency streets. Because the master body language has shown that they can't solve that problem. How can we be having discharge problem? How can you tell me that booklet is not available when you have trillions of naira generated into that agency? Are you telling me that they don't have money to put booklets? Let me sincere with ourselves. There will be a solution. This is our country. This program we are doing today is a maiden edition of Nigerians holding their own Seafarers Day themselves. And the reason is because it's a Seafarer Day, not the Master Day. It is a taboo for the Master to be hosting Seafarer Day. It is not the Master Day. It is Seafarer Day, not the Master Day. The Master is supposed to be a guest, not the host. So next year there will be a guest. We sent an invitation today, they didn't honor it. That shows that they are guilty. That's what it means. They can't tell that they didn't see the invitation. We sent an invitation and they didn't honor it, they didn't come. And we are not bothered. We are not worried. It's a Seafarer game. And we are ready to make this country work. I will make this industry work. Because if we don't transfer knowledge, sound knowledge, competency into this upcoming cadet, in the next 5 to 10 years, we'll be having challenges of competency. And this is what we want to try and eradicate.
No.
You saw the master mariners there, the whole master mariners. These people are still well loaded. They need to fall back to class with their chalk and transfer the whole knowledge to this cadet before they die. The master is not engaged. It should engage them.
Now, talking about the master mariners, I mean, I spoke with a couple of them, and quite old, and most of them are complaining about their gratuity not being paid. Some of them are already dying. Some of them are living in poverty after serving this country. I mean, what's your message to NIMASA to this?
We talked about their gratuity, but I'm going to talk about engaging them. They are still very useful. No matter the number of clothes you can have, you cannot have the numbers of rags more than your father. You might not want to use them for that thing, but contrast them and pay them instead of bringing in expatriates. Expatriates are not better than these men. They are sound. Let's make use of it. That's what we are saying.
All right. Thank you very much.
Better days ahead for seafarers in Nigeria.